Hey guys, how's it going? SK here. You already read the title of the video, so let's get into it. Honestly, when it comes to trying to be a morning person, you gotta find that why. Why do you want to be a morning person? Is it, a situation I ran into a lot when it came to me and my wife was whenever I was coming home, she was going to work. So it was almost like we were on a 24-hour rotation in bed. We could never meet each other in the middle. Plus, at that job, I only had one night off a week, and I would be so tired that I couldn't do anything I enjoyed because I had to go to work the next day, so I couldn't fuck up my sleep schedule because, I gotta work and make the money. So that's the situation we were in. But on the flip side, I've always been a night owl, so definitely, um, now that still on that opposite rotation, but I get days off and I am able to spend way more time with her. It's not as bad. She doesn't care anymore. It used to be one of our biggest fights that would always happen. I don't spend enough time with her. I'm always away, and we gotta get on the same fucking day shift, and all this crazy fucking bullshit. When the problem really was, if I had 2 solid days off, probably would have never been a problem. So you gotta figure out what your why is and if it's the appropriate measure. Now, I've been a morning person before and I can definitely help you out with that, but one thing I would recommend you trying to do, if it's an option, is if you stay up all night already to play video games or whatever you like to do, if you can find a night shift. Look, night shift is tiring. It's fucking awful. Okay, I'm not trying to say that's like the golden ticket for any job. I've worked night shift the majority of the time, and when I did go on a job that was day shift, I was more well rested. I was able to do a little bit more in my free time. There was a lot of benefits with it, definitely. But if you're one of these people that can't get up at 10 o'clock in the morning and you've lost jobs before over it, you kind of have to sit down and wonder, maybe I'll be more restful and maybe, I'll live a little bit better if I'm on day shift, but I can't wake up when I'm supposed to because I'm a night owl. It's anything in life's give and take, okay? There's not a point in you trying to be more well rested for a job that you're going to end up losing because you can't get up that early consecutively. There's just no point. It would be a better idea for you to do night shift where you're already used to that schedule and you're already fine with it and you are going to be a lot more tired and it will do more wear and tear on your body. But you know what else is going to do a lot of wear and tear on your body? Being homeless because you can't hold down a job because you're trying to do day shift. God's honest truth. So, if you're still here for the video, then obviously you want some tips on how to become, a morning person for whatever reason you're trying to do. So, tip number one, you gotta find what really makes you want to wake up in the morning. So, it can't just be, a job. Jobs are a necessity, and that's great, but it has to be something bigger, such as, this job's so great, I'm making fucking X amount, or this job's so great, I love the coworkers I work with, excluding that one guy that's in every job. You gotta find something bigger than it's a job I can wake up to. So that's one tip. Another tip I really implemented, tip number two, was I woke up 2 hours earlier than I did. So a lot of time in school, and I'm sure we're all guilty of this, and even a lot of time in my adult life, I would only really give myself, at most, like 15 minutes. And that's including like getting in the car, having to go. I had to rush my whole morning, make sure I had everything. I'd set out my clothes the night before, get ready real quick, And, you gotta have a ritual. You gotta have something that you enjoy doing in the morning. So, we've all watched cartoons before we went to school. Remember, we didn't have the luxury growing up to really have our own like ritual besides watching cartoons. And once you grow out of cartoons, you end up like going on TikTok and stuff, which is also fine if that's how you want to wake up. But you gotta do something you enjoy. TikTok, YouTube Shorts, honestly, in my opinion, they're great for just wasting like a couple minutes. It shouldn't be your cup of coffee in the morning though, because you're gonna end up watching it later, more than likely. Play video games. Play a game of chess with yourself. There's a lot of, chessboards out there that come with a bunch of games that's only like $5. You know, do something that you like doing, but make sure it's a good ritual, not just being on your fucking phone. Play some video games. I know that sounds like it could be the same, but there's been studies that show, playing a game like Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto helps reset everything for quick decision making. Because what are you doing at work? You're problem solving and quick decision making. We don't live in a video game where there's a dialogue option, to where, angry customer comes up, and these are your four options right here, and you can think about it. No, it's angry customer. How do I solve it to get her or him out the door in the happiest manner so I can get back to what the fuck I'm doing and I don't have to hear about the situation later? So definitely waking up earlier. You want to make sure you're hydrated. Now, for anyone that smokes weed, I've definitely heard that if you do it consecutively, you're honestly just going to be tired. Because you're taking something that is intended to make you tired, unless you do that one strain that keeps you awake. I don't know if they have the same effects. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about this. But if you do drugs like that consecutively, I'm sure you're not going to fucking feel good. Ultimately, you're going to be like, why am I so fucking tired? Well, you wake up 10 minutes before you have to go to work. You smoke weed in every chance that you have. And you also smoking weed, you're looking for something quick, easy, fast. So a lot of you guys probably that fall in that category are eating fast food a lot. So we really got to take back a step and wonder what's going on, because you can get more energy out of your food by cooking at home, of course, because ultimately it's about the calories and what you're putting into your body. 1,000 calories in regular food is actually a lot of food. Okay, you can eat like a pound of chicken, some broccoli, rice, like shit like that, like shit that you can actually eat throughout the day. It's not just a meal that costs $10, $15. It's something you can eat throughout the day, and that might sound boring, but you're wondering how to become more of a morning person, and honestly, that's the best tip I have. So you gotta get hydrated, you gotta eat right, you gotta wake up a little bit earlier, you gotta do a morning routine, and you really got to find your why. And all these things should help you become more of a morning person. But before you step in from going to a night person to a morning person, definitely figure out your why and figure out if it truly is the best option. Because if you're in the same situation that I was, you don't need to move to day shift. You just need some time off. Anyways, guys, stay motivated, stay dedicated. Have a great day.